Good evening. Honestly, since this is a bunch of dead space right now, other than, my alerts, I might actually put a ad right. That'll be when I have more viewers. Anyway, good. I'm doing something that I said I would do a long time ago. Now that we are past Endwalker now, probably a good time to actually do the full story. At least of the first arc of Final Fantasy XIV. So let's go here and as my previous character. Well, that's my current character. I want to go over here, create a new one. Starting attributes. Uh, let's go. I'm still gonna do that. Probably not gonna do shortest. I keep 4-2. Not really gonna do 4-2. There, long or short? Long. Try not to just recreate. Hairstyle. Let's go with this one. Trying so hard not to just go blue. I'll just mouse for this part. that. There. I really like the single umbral ring. Bright eye. Yeah, let's have it at. Oh, wait. Oh, that goes. Part on the forehead's there by default. Gotcha. That fits. Firm. Okay, so I'll just do today's date. Deity. Guardian deity. Ice. Moon. Solid. Rivers and wisdom. Mountains might. Oils and change and space. That'll work. They already have a character that's a main gladiator. Main archer. I'll just do Marauder. Other. Damn it! I can't use Brynhilder. Yes. That didn't take long. Once we get in game, I'm going to need to alter stuff. Of course, world is currently full. That shouldn't surprise anybody. While that's going, I don't need the chat block right now. Probably just turn off the chat anyway. I really don't need it.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
Oi, you alright, lass? You're moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling of the ship got your stomach churning, has it? I ain't doing uh accents. Don't seem like seasickness now that I look at you. It'll be the ether then, I reckon. Some more sensitive to the stuff than others, see? And we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of aetherites. No need to fret, though. You'll get used to it. You'll soon get used to it. Yeah. Might as well have been blooming seasickness. Ships leaping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might just head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Angelo Ben's still far away off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how'd you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't care much for conversation, see? Anyway, Brennan's the name, and Peddlin's betrayed. Smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, last, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of the new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Win glory. Glory, eh? Well, if you're willing to take on them tasks for other folk, ain't an adventurer like yourself can win fame what coin can't buy. When you arrive in town, you'll want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about the adventuring business in there. Just remember, though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Ships on the starboard bow. Pirate colors! Pirates. Bloody hells. Have you no sense? Get below. Now we're gonna get punctured by a cannonball. The dangers of Limsa Lumenza. Pirates and ERPers. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship flying Lumenza colors? Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. You can rest easy, friends. We made it out of cannon range, and ain't no buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I've lost mine otherwise. Them pirates gave out the chase. We must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa Lumenza? No. Thought not. But wager you've seen there have been some changes since your last visit. Allow our journey itinerant to appraise you of the current state of affairs. Ahem. Limsa Lumenza prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectful nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I heard the Sahagin were raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Themmer, the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. At long last, land ho! Behold, Limsa Lominsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of the Malayan goddess of navigation.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Rotano Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane.
Lim Lane, gotcha.
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. And you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become a sort of storied personage that I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Never been good at reading out loud, as if the multiple years I have done this.
Peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on her life's voyage, till sea swallows all.
Yeah, I haven't been good at reading out loud. It's like talking, fine, but reading, I stumble a lot, and that's not going to help with a MMO. Less an RPG, but I have played multiple RPGs on stream. Not sure how many. I don't even know how much I've actually eaten on stream at this point, if any. Hey, you there. I mean you. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Ah, an adventure fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Luminza's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. I haven't got all day. Welcome to Luminza, bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands, the rough-cut diamond of the Rotano Sea. Please select the control screen you wish to use. Ain't bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I need to just stuff. Okay. So first of all, yeah, event. Leave it on event. I'm weird like this. I need to have that. Other player character targeted. Friend hallway. I Where are you? Command controls. I do this, and it should be showing set 2. Yep. Pitch. Thing of fidelity. Auto attack is completely unneeded. We put LB. Where is that? Just straight up not available right now? Oh, travel? No. I'll find that eventually. And HUD layout. Scenario guide. I usually have down. Much smaller. Party list I have up here. Clients list. Gauge over here. Save. Okay, yeah, I need to move that. That doesn't have a thing for me to does it. System. Progress, hot bars, duty. Okay, whatever. Active help windows can be setting. I do not need item help. Pop-up help. Action help. Active help. Not need recommendations, and I do not need play guide. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far, just straight down the street and speak with Refar. They'll show you how to work that big movie platform called the Crow's Lift, and they'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderon. He's the proprietor of the Wench. You might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. All that? Good. Now run along and may the navigator guide you on your journey. To the crows. Go up the crow's lift. Greetings to you, lass. Well, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You come with a mind to try your and adventuring, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limza. The name's Baderon, and this is the most hospitable Ulstries. And this most hospitable of Ulstries is the Drowning Wench. It is also the home of the Adventurers Guild here in Limza. Ooh, man. That's why we got a desk especially for handling quest business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yours than wetting the sore throats of me regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, you see. That they need in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear the old fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them after everything that's happened? Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things what got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in a way that makes an ounce of sense. None of the folks what saw it and lived to tell a tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. 'Tis all foggy, like recollections from an hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This God's damned calamity spawned memory loss, robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their damn faces. 'Tis like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see is your mind's eye is a shadow set against a bleeding glare. That's how every bugger describes it, by the way. Give or take the odd goal. Is this what's got people calling these heroes the warriors of light? If Limsa's ever going to put this type of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Hey, one day you'll be one of them. And that's why any aid we can give to adventurers, well, is effort well spent. What say you, lass? You willing to lend us your strength? Thanks to you and the navigator and all. I knew she'd steer clear my way for a reason. But listen to me yattering on like the sun-touched fishwife. It's high time we get your mark in me book. Put your scrawl right here. Kira Talon, is it? And a fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Venturers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed in the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses had testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friends signals, were you? Now hold on just a moment there, officer. You got the wrong lass. This fine, upstanding young lady is me dear departed grandma's sisters, nieces, cousins, closest companion. The last one we caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? Ahem. Are you surely aware of the recent kidnappings? Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times. Me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say you to a tankard of me old finest ale before you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench may offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait of Melthor, but that don't mean it won't get ye good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? Bastards. You'll have to excuse these eager, bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnapping, see, and they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've been taken to clapping irons and anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means adventurers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Lominzans can be an headstrong bunch of bastards, 'tis true, but given time, we'll grow on you. Now, where was I? Oh, aye. Welcome to Limsa Lominza, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons after a few too many blackbelly whiskeys. Now take a moment to gather ye wits, and we'll get started with learning ye ways of the city. This concludes the... Yep. Level 2. I also realized I do want to make the mini... I also need to update server info. Let me this over. here. I like a bigger mini map. And for convenience sake, no. Character. Eorzea time, local time. Play current world. I when all quests complete for the main scenario guide. The percentage. There we go. Still don't have. Yeah, okay. 3 tasks. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks. Will help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, you head down the floor, and once your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetheryte, a device which can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an aetheryte where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there. Will be treated to a lecture on how to work his device. Before you do that, they'll remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor and all your venture bits and pieces for sale in the district, what lies beyond the aetheryte. Don't go throwing your gill around just yet, though. You'll be fleeced quicker, and you can say, why is me koi purse so light? Have a word with Blight instead. Is the head of the Merchants League, by the way. And this old Octant, and he'll treat you well. For the last me helpful ints, I suggest you make some fellow axe wielders at the Marauders Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for swinging that head splitter of yours if you join their crew. Thoughta at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that last? Seeing to them 3 tasks will get you on a little jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. Now I best be getting on right along, eh? Well, right there I go, sending you off without telling me a somewhat crucial. That bloody calamity's made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Any road, while you're out, you happen to pass any poor sods that look like they might need your help, consider giving your tale a woe a listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be working out there. Just waiting for you to stumble upon them. For example, Nia over yonder has been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear to see what he has to say? I'd like to find yourself running odd errands from the beginning, but once you build up reputation as a woman folk can trust, jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. Got a time I seek the advice of the old smith here in the wench. The lads, as bare as that title, have some fine advice for them for starting out in the profession. And that, my girl, is how you go about becoming a legend among venturers. Alright. Still gonna be doing a lot of talking. Apparently have to. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lass. I have some information that might help you put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through Bulwark Hall not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered around about on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Lominza is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How does the plants end up in the mizzenmast? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you made a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak with Skane Rail, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to Altskyfe at the Octant. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about shitty good. I actually have to do this. Okay. Interacting has been added. Pick up herbs. There you go. Yes, I'm Skype. Do you have some herbs you wish for me to examine? These. Yes, I expected. These are the highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into a sleep of death. Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. These herbs are not more than all thick lavender, a common enough export from Lominza. In fact, these probably spilled from crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, miss, but not to worry. You've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Okay, now, Aetherite. Another novice adventurer. Baderon has sent more than a few of your kind this way of late. I'm Sumdimal. Dimal. One of the Yellowjack gets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It's also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into etherical energies. They're primarily used as means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites in their connection to the flow of ether. And these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea. Any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Return learned and teleport learned. Well, it says return. Am I actually able to? I think I had it like this, yeah. Print here, return here. Actually, no, I don't have it like that because right there. I somehow forgot that. I do not need that. Learn teleport once you get another. Okay, nope, I did have that in the correct spot. Then I just. Okay. Actually, beforehand. I need to go up there anyway. Okay, let's. Blade. A fine morning to you, madame. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Ray browse the stalls till your eyeballs ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I'd love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo that recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift from Betaron. Whatever could it... Ah, my octant! By the navigator, I must have left it behind in the wench, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicating memories. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake for my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense is the wisdom of a master merchant. This simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek and you need look no further than the east and west arms of the Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potion and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light and your time is short. One second. Okay. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Not right now. I require the Starbird. I have access to the Ethernet. Vendor, flyers, collectibles, summoning bell. Definitely want this. It'll be faster to just teleport to the Aetherite. Or would it be Hawker's Alley? Down here, isn't it? Ocean. Aetherite Plaza, and then up we go. As my frame rate drops to below 60. Edelweiss. Yeah, I'm trying to think of 5 jobs I want to do for my character. Like 5 main ones. A porter. You need to be level 10, okay. Because like I want to do warrior, ninja, I need ranged. I need a ranged DPS, a magic DPS, and a healer. I might actually learn Machinist. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay Marauder. I might switch to Gunbreaker. Because I was trying out Gunbreaker on my main, and it was working. It was actually working pretty well. I might switch to Gunbreaker at some point. And I might learn Sage. Because Astrologian is too much work for me, honestly. I'm not going to do Dark Knight again. I mean, I might do it for story, but I'm not going to make Dark Knight my main tank, so basically it would end at Stormblood. Enemy mail. Oh. Greetings, tall one. I'm a delivery Moogle, Kupo. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Moogles are supposed to hide in trees and avoid contact with outsiders. Why would they ever agree to carry about letters? Why, indeed. If I had my way, I'd be curled up on the canopy of a nice oak, dreaming about some beautiful mooglet with a rainbow-colored pom-pom, Kupo. But no, the moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all that terrible commotion. Aetherites were shattered and link pearls rendered useless. For moons, the poor wingless people of Eorzea had no way of communicating with each other beyond screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one really approved of, Kupo. That is until the little horned ones asked us to assist them by delivering messages. At first, we were wary of showing ourselves, worried that one of you might catch and skin us like you do every other forest furry, but once we saw how much we were appreciated, we knew we found our new calling. And I personally promised to try and not read any along the way, Kupo. Look what we have here. 20 new letters have just arrived for you, Kupo. Oh, I have a lot. I might do a red mage for magic range. Yeah, just grabbing all my bonuses and the like. Fire. If 58th right tickets, which I'll hold on to pretty well. Leonhardt attire. Brooding angst optional. Chicken knife, Sildra mount, and a wind-up Bart's minion. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. 50 Final Fantasy V jokes. Hey, they help you forget all about Blue Mage. Jokes on them, Blue Mage exists now. Tantalus attire. Wild Rose attire. Yay. I'm definitely wearing this feather a lot because it goes along with it's like I'm currently building Kira's like backstory because she's a character that I used a long time ago, and I just basically bringing her back from the dead. Encloses a 4-piece scent of avatar. May it... Never mind. A cloud. Behemoth mount and wind up leader minion. They take you boldly forward in all your pursuits. Black Mage Barding and Minion of Night. Light. Purity Eye Minion, Voidal Resonator with the Ariman mount. Black Chocobo Chick Minion and a Cascader Uniform Voucher. Wind up Cursor Minion and a free Vile Fantasia. You know, if they actually ever make a Lulu cap, it's unnecessary. But they make a new thing. Kate's a doll. Cat shit. Is she? Okay, so if I do this, I don't know why the Moogle Crown is defaulting. God. I need that bigger. Oh, those item tips. Yeah, I actually do need those. Now that I think about it, because that's just not showing their roll. Pop-up help? Is that it? No. There it is. Don't need pop-up help. There we go. Yeah, level 25 or below, and this is level 10 or below. This stuff I can't. All this stuff is technically worse. Wait. 20 bonus, 20 bonus. Okay. It's the same bonus, but the friendship circlet it lasts longer. Basically glamour. Basically, but it is just straight up glamour. Wild Rose looks nice. Journey. Yeah, I really like the Wild Rose. It's like once I get access to glamour, I'm definitely keeping Wild Rose at the very least because it looks real nice. So I have a bunch of stuff I need to. I can use this, but it's not like I'm going to be able to with it yet. I can't mount yet, but pretty sure I can use for him. Stop it. But then again, it has better defense right now. I just need to take off the hat. Okay. Damn Reapers leaving their shit all over the place. To 11 meets. Welcome. The people of Eorzea are in constant need of a helping hand. Might you know of anyone talented in the arts of battlecraft? You? Oh no, Badger and 10 Fingers would have my head on a platter if I allow one as green as you to take on the task. I've been interested. Aw. Dancer there. Haven't stayed. Stuff. Reeve. Oh there, adventurer. Curious about the Marauders Guild, are you? Any axe worth swinging needs 2 hands on the haft and has a blade what can make short work of a galley's mast. That's the kind of weapon our members train to use with deceptive swiftness and all too predictable force. Are you interested in hearing more, lass? Then why don't I give you the short version of the guild's founding history and we can go from there. It all started with ships, you see. What have ships got to do with axes, you ask? Well, building them would be pretty bloody difficult without a sturdy tool to lop down trees for timber. And since only the navigator herself knows when a ship will run afoul of a storm or worse, it'll make sense for the crew's carpenter to carry an axe on board. Aye, it all started with shipbuilding and ship repair. What? Am I boring ye? As I was saying, any tool on a ship can become a weapon, and the axe was perfect for hooking yourself over the rail of an enemy vessel, letting loose in a whirl of steel, and generally laying waste to all about ye. As more seafarers took up the axe as their weapon of choice, so did the bloody art of the Marauder begin to take shape, especially among pirates, where strength and skill decided your place in the world. With an eye to assembling crews of battle-ready raiders, the pirates started teaching the proper way to wield a chopping blade to their new recruits. And that's how the Marauders Guild first came to be. But once the Gladian Accord was assigned to unite the Maelstrom and the pirates against Limbs as enemies, the whole game changed. The Accord itself was a dismal failure, of course, but the Marauders Guild was never the same. It was taken over, restructured, and purged of its pirate elements and been reborn as an institution dedicated to naught but the teaching of axe fighting. The members of this new Marauders Guild weren't no greed-driven cutthroats neither. They were warriors, what sought to use their martial prowess for the good of society. If mastering the axe is your heart's desire, then you'll find no better arena than which to practice your swings. Think it over and let me know if you fancy joining our ranks. I'm feeling I'll be seeing more of you soon, lass. Did I grab... I'm not sure if I actually grabbed the Aetherite. Probably didn't. Yep. Yeah, having full Aetherite access, I need to actually grab the Culinarian's Guild. Let's at least start this. You decided to swing an axe with the Marauders then. Alright then, all that needs doing is speak to the Axe Master himself. Sounds simple? I've seen folks slink out the door rather than put themselves in the path of that unnerving glare. As the bloke right there in the middle of the room. Vern Zoen's his name. Put some steel in your spine and look him straight in the eye when you talk to him, lass. Good fortune to ye. So there's Godbert and Godebert. Godbert. Yes, I am Vern Zoen. Axe Master, they call me. Not the most imaginative of titles, I agree, but one should not underestimate the value of directness. I welcome your interest in our guild. The art of the Marauder is used to rend, to cleave, and to destroy. It is not our way to simply outfight our adversaries. We seek to overwhelm them. A Marauder must be the most powerful and enduring presence on the battlefield. We must account for the most enemies defeated. Our role in combat is that of a steel whirlwind, dealing death and destruction without equal. No doubt the question has already been put to you by Lauthota, but once more I shall challenge your commitment. Are you prepared for the bloody carnage that awaits an initiate of the Marauders Guild? Are you prepared for carnage? Yes. Very well. Very well. Your name? Attend me well then, Kira. Hold fast to this moment of dedication. The path of the Marauder is a jagged and perilous one. The blood that spills at your feet will oftentimes be your own. Jen now is a student of the axe. Let us waste no time in testing the edge of your chosen weapon. You shall wade straightway into combat as befits a novice of our discipline. Go forth and slay the bleating, scurrying, crawling pests that plague the outskirts of Linza Lominza. Lost lambs, wharf rats, and little ladybug shall be your piteous adversaries this day. Turn to me once 3 of each creature has fallen to your blade. Now, before I head back there, I need to grab that aetherite over there. At the Culinarian. Once you have attuned yourself to all aetherites, you will get access to the gates and landing airstrip. Or airstrip landing. Where's my LP gauge, by the way? Just limit gauge is right. Oops. There you go. That was my bad. There you are, Kira. Enjoying your jaunt around the city, did ye? If you mean to base yourself in Linza Lominza, that won't be the last time you'll visit them 3 places. And now you got some idea what's where, and you start exploring the rest of the town. You're taking a good ear for a listen. Last stick with all Beteron and you'll go far. Level 3. You hit level 4 to continue. Adventure status play. Players have recently begun their adventure. Bonus experience. Them later. Go to the Innkeep real quick. Oh, I can't do it yet. Okay. Okay, let's go to the aft castle. Little, I don't know which gate that is off the top of my head. This one, okay. Mapping the realm. Oh wow, that covers everything now. Okay. Go beat up some rats. You know, I should probably work on this fate now that I think about it. Combos! Yeah, once I'm like level 15, I can do. It's like 10 or 15 I can announce. I don't have my hunting log yet. Oh, whoops. I wasn't trying to go this way. Turn. Favorite destination. His home point. Back to the Marauders Guild. Beat up some wild animals for ya. You are returned to be a different woman. Already your face shows a harder cast, the realization of the slaughter of which you are capable. But there's much training to be done before you wield the axe to its fullest potential. Learn well your lessons, build your strength, and make each swing an instinctive act. You shall have this hunting log to aid you in that endeavor. Pages are marked with components suitable for honing your skills. There are, of course, myriad methods in which you might improve your techniques, but when the way forward is not readily apparent, the log provides a reliable source of challenges. Every blow of your weapon will clear another step towards the mastery of the Marauder way. Implacable? Implaceable? Relentless, such must be your momentum on each of the practice grounds and the battlefield. Level 5. Congrats, I'm level 5. Hunting log obtained. Kira, you approach me with Marauder's strides, determined, unswerving, and bereft of the hesitation that marked our first meeting. I am pleased. Time has come for you to begin a new stage in your training. Now, what sets the axe aside from the gladius or the dagger? It is the raw, unstoppable destruction wrought by its thick, heavy blade. And that overwhelming power can only be properly directed by extraordinary physical strength. Thus, we must come to the core of this day's lesson. Such strength as a marauder must possess is developed through a traditional method passed down through the generations of the guild. A method that you too shall be taught to employ. Set yourself to Rowan Bar in the practice area downstairs, and he shall instruct you further. Downstairs. Now, I'm starting to lose my voice. I've been talking practically nonstop for over an hour. Well, reading for over an hour. Okay. The Axemaster told me you'd be on your way. My name's Brombar. Good it is to meet a new marauder. Now, we axe wielders build strength and control by split boulders. That's right, our traditional method involves smashing a rock with your axe. But you can't just use any old swing, you need to hit the rock just so. Rotsgeim, a fellow marauder, waiting outside the Zephyr Gate by the bridge over Rogue River. She'll tell you how it's done. So, Zephyr Gate. Hello, Warfret. Bonk. Let me this again. See if I could just remove yell. Say yell, shout, yell. There. That's good. Hey, little ladybug. One more. Level. What game? Greetings, lass. Ready to split some stone, are ye? I have 3 nice hard rocks for you to build up a sweat on. Don't try nothing fancy now. Just hit him with a good swallowed heavy swing. Mac. Back. E-Cloud. Back. Bees. The bees. Oh, I can actually, but I might as well. Which works. I like journal. Alright. I did plate. Plate design. Frontier. Don't have any yet. Main scenario. Dungeon. Trials. Raids. Leveling right now. Putting this down doesn't make sense because my work schedule is all over the place right now. Go. Go level 6. Berserk. Bitch. Not telling me what. Great. That's another tooltip I need to. Don't. It. Can help. There it is. Okay. 3 stacks of Berserk. Each stack guaranteeing weapon skill attacks are critical and direct hits. Put it over here. Now, that's the way to do it, lass. Now you've got the idea. Why don't you have him at a little harder with that heavy swing of yours? Hold nothing back. Or rocks. Aye, I can see you're a natural. Me head still ringing with the sound of cracking boulders. Take yourself back to the Axmaxer Zone and let him know you're ready for something harder. I have to run there. I haven't learned to teleport yet. Has the train loosened your muscles and focused your mind, Kira? An urgent request for help has arrived from the Red Rooster's stead, and I have chosen you to respond. It appears a hostile group of megalocrabs has unwittingly elected itself the next test of your prowess. As this is your first outing on official Marauder duty, you'll be accompanied by a veteran conjurer by the name of Sulkwib. Sulkwib. He awaits you on the floor below. May devastation follow in your wake. Head back down. Take. Hi, Kira. I know who you are. My brother often has me escort his fledglings Marauder on their more dangerous tasks. I suppose Renzoan expects me to give you the details then. Very well. It seems the farmers need us to clear out a megalocrab nest near the Morning Widow in Lower Lanoska. I shall trust you to find your own way there. Just don't forget your axe. Lower and then love SSD load time. Bait nearby too. No reason for me to not do the fate. Then all those Aurelias. Excuse me. I smack at a toad. Wow, you go far. That tongue goes really far. Come on, come on, I dare you. Thank you. Ow! Well, not ow, but... I don't have tank stance yet. Be gone. I have an Arcanist in training over here. Looks as if nobody's home. Mayhap they knew we were coming? Aid! I need aid! Please, here's my grandson. Them snippers got him. I told Sigurd not to get too close. I told him. Get that weapon ready, Kira. I need to move. Now. Duty calls. Think to 9. Ah, bugger and shite. Get away from me, you bloody great bastard. Be gone with you, kid. Time to fight crab. Thankfully, these aren't the crabs from Elden Ring, because... Jesus, the crabs from Elden Ring. Nope. Protect the healer. Why aren't you targeting me? Because I don't have tank stance. Get rid of you guys. Level 7. Got more crab. Plenty more crab. Rock splitters here. Looks like this guy has yeah, less than novice have all the fun. What are you doing with all of that tank stance? You actually have tank stance? You do have tank stance. You're taking all of the enmity. Taking all the aggro. Some of these bastards are harder than the damn boulders. All done. Thank you, miss. I thought I was dead for sure. Can't even play outside no more with all these scary monsters about. Me ma and me da, they was both killed by some nasty bugger not so long ago. An oryx, big as a mountain. But I bet you could beat it. Aye, make it pay for what it did to me folks. You take it easy now, son. There's a whole guild of strapping lads and lasses like Kira here will be glad to do just that. All you need to do is head home with your grandpa. You let us worry about that big nasty bugger. So your first duty success, Kira. It's time you headed back as well before Wernzone begins to worry I've left your corpse for the crabs. Return. So you have shattered the shells of the megalithic crabs and saved the life of a child into the bargain. Thus does our violent craft prove its merit. Well done, Kira. Though no longer a threat to the farmers, you should know that it is unusual for such crabs to be found so near the stead. By all accounts, the creatures were ousted from their usual feeding grounds by a mere fierce beast. A more fierce beast. The beast which I speak of is the known terror of the lands of Noska, ever seeking to expand its territory. That boy's parents were but two of the many victims to fall to its rampages. It is a threat that must be dealt with ere long. Do thoughts of vengeance flit through your mind, Kira? Nurture those urges, but do not yet act upon them. This monstrosity is far beyond your present skills. If you would answer the lad's cry for revenge, then you must grow stronger. Become the raging behemoth this challenge demands. Let's start. Starting to get equipment. Okay, let me pick up the next MSQ because I know what I want to do next. I want to get my melee DPS at least unlocked. I have to go unlock Rogue. Eh? Oh, that's level 30 stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to do this before long. Hey, we got to boots. So Limza, are you Kira? How you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Sailworn, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a crew of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that. And as you've been trying to bring back a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. Mentioned needing another ant or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so be sure to work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions? The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. So I'll do that once I find I need to go to Fisherman's Guild. Wait. And able to actually start on. Level 10. Okay, my starting class needs to be level 10 first. So I can't. It's probably the same with Rogue. Except for Gate. Once I have Summerford Farms, I will be able to the actual teleport function. Might as well. Can't wait to get my tank stance and my AoEs. Oh, there's my rampart. Oh. House. We go over here. There's so many of them now. Thank you. Get out of here. Targeting me, but you're not going to actively go after me because you are running away. Another one? Oh, Mandragoras, I need these. I couldn't prevent the need some conjurers. Okay, up to Summerford Farms, and else. I just don't want to act. So yeah, when this should. Yep, there we go. Okay. The only thing I didn't want was the pop-up active help. This stuff, very helpful though. I do tune to the next Aetherite. Now I can teleport. Tailwern. You must be the adventure Bateran promised to send along. Kira Talon, wasn't it? You honored his word, so that's a good start. I'm still Wern, the old bastard as Bateran likely described me, and here's my humble orchard. A good number of the lads and lasses working here, oh wow, that was a dagger, once terrorized the high seas. And if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. The calamity did for our ship like it did many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Merlwyb's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working in the field seemed too fine an offer to refuse. Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took to tending the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Level 9. And now my outfit's starting to look decent again. Already have axe, so I'll probably just... Well, I will probably just grab the daggers, as I will need that for my thing. I remind to set you attacks Talon, but before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Hearts don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. Might well be that the ones here have traded their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably equipped. Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. First of all, buccaneers are ordinary lot. They rage and love for sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I say you have little trouble getting their attention. Daggers. Talent. Or confidence tells me you've not been idle since we last met. I hope I've read you right. Read you aright. Or I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you this sorry tale. You will have heard rumors of the abductions. Aye, citizens have been disappearing from every corner and limbs of Lominza as if plucked from the face of Heidelin, boots and all by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with Summer for Forms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure tattooed faces have been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my Yowman. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced they're the kidnappers of rumor, come for their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry, and their work's suffering for it. which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. It's a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse for a morning of a yeah. That is, as I say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Good lass. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. As this, you begin by having a look around Seasong Grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though, Talon. I couldn't say for sure what manners of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, alright? Still can't use Pokemon Keep because I'm not level 10. And I'm not authorized to use mounts, so run, run, run. Oh, grotto. I need to go down here. Ow. Bogies. Stone monument. You're about an instance battle. Yeah, I know. I did one earlier. Did my Marauder instance.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone. Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms. I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark. Or perhaps not. As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Is that her original VA? Because it sounds actually close to her current VA. Hey, come on. There's something awry with this creature. Be on your guard. Also, hi, Stone Skin. Up, bogeys. Let me just... And grubboos. Oh. Where'd it go?
Phew.
Ooh, shiny.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Awake again, are we? Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether? I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
Well, when I got a cutscene, I was not expecting big dragon man right in front of me. Okay, spending 100 mil. Make that back eventually. Fairly quickly. Elwyn. Talon, right glad am I to see you safely returned. My lads were all gabbing about here and what sounded like all seven hells breaking loose near the grotto, and I feared I sent you to your death. You're in the middle of that commotion. I hope it yielded something of interest. Hate to think you risked your life for naught. Look at this knife. A blade? Oh god, I forgot. Okay. That went ahead too quickly. I agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates come to lure my farmhands back to a life of plunder. This is sorry they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep instead of Madden Guboo on you. Aye, the pirates have been added to their numbers as of late. I best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else in the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption? Ah, Stola. She's been in Lominza for a good while now. Her studies of the ether have often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She is an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Her trust should be lacking is in these yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate pasts. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of the buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. Sorry. You have my thanks, Talon. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in far worse state it is. Just you keep lending your talents to those in need, eh? I'll bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. Or potion. What is that? Eye drops? Blindness. Beast gauge unlocked. I have Defiance now. Which might... Wait. Okay, so Tank Stance. We want to keep our power there, but I want to put Defiance right here. Our power is now an AoE rather than a cone. Bonk. Bonk. Okay, so I'm going to grab this. I don't have access to that yet. Okay, yeah. I'll just, yeah. Ending off right here. And, oh wow, that actually, okay. Yeah, and off there. We've been live for 2 hours. I did want to end off at when I hit level 10. So there we go. Tomorrow or today might might try to stream more either once I wake up, at least sometime before work. So that'll give me like at most 5 hours stream. The most, I believe. But yeah. That should give us possibly enough time for me to actually go from Marauder to Warrior, maybe? Not sure yet. Not to mention, I'll probably be able to unlock Rogue at the very least. The very, very least. Yeah. I want, this is probably, might be my main project for a bit because I want to I've been wanting to do this forever. So, yeah, the only reason I'm stopping right now is because I'm tired and I do have work tomorrow, but that's at like 6. Not AM, PM. Ooh, raid target. I haven't. Was like not much. Could raid. Do anything. I know who to raid. Hashtag late nights axe smashing. Going to raid Patty, who is doing a thing. I don't know what. Batsu game. He's reacting to something. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah. See you guys in possibly a few hours. Good night.